All right, let's get right into it, because Google just dropped a digital thunderbolt. Their next generation AI, Gemini 3.0, is officially on the horizon. And make no mistake, this isn't just an update. It's a declaration of war in the global AI race.
All right, let's get right into it, because the world of AI, which is already moving at lightning speed, just got a massive shakeup, and it's coming from one of the biggest players out there, Google. They are making a huge new move. And this right here is the promise that's getting everyone talking. Google's CEO, Sundar Pichai, made it official. Gemini 3.0 is coming, and it's set to launch before the end of 2025. Now that timeline, it's basically a gauntlet thrown down, a direct challenge to everyone else in the field, setting us up for a major AI showdown next year.
But here's where it gets really cool. You see, the official launch is still a ways off, but some secret tests are already happening, and they're giving us a jaw-dropping peek at what this new model can actually do.
Yep, that's right. Some lucky users are quietly getting upgraded to Gemini 3.0 Pro through what's known as A/B testing. Just imagine waking up one day, opening your AI, and seeing a little note telling you you're now using Google's smartest model yet. It's happening right now, and what these folks are discovering is, well, it's pretty mind-blowing. So let's focus on this number for a second. Over 2,000. That's how many lines of working front-end code people have seen Gemini 3.0 spit out in just a matter of seconds. I mean, think about that for a minute. That's enough to build the entire visual part of a website or an app, just from a simple request. We're talking about a massive leap in creative and technical power.
And it's not just about the code. The sheer range of what it can do is just wow. We're seeing it create these complex 3D voxel art pieces, generate super detailed graphics like a perfect replica of an Xbox controller, and, you gotta hear this, it's even building functional PlayStation 2 simulators. This thing is jumping from art to engineering to entertainment like it's nothing. It's a huge step up.
So you have to ask, right? What is powering all of this? How can one AI model do so many different things so well? Well, the secret sauce is a fundamental change in its core architecture. They're calling it the DeepThink architecture. The key word here is automatically. This isn't just about finding a quick answer. It's about letting the AI tackle really complex problems by thinking through them in multiple steps, kind of like a person would, but without you having to hold its hand through each stage. This is a big step towards genuine AI reasoning. So how does this thinking actually work? Well, when you give it a complicated task, it first looks at the whole problem and deconstructs it. Then it breaks it down into smaller, more manageable pieces. It solves each of those little pieces one by one, and finally, it puts all the answers together into one complete solution. It's like it has a built-in problem-solving plan, which means it can handle way more complex challenges all on its own.
Okay, so we've got this seriously powerful new tech. Now let's zoom out a bit and see where it fits in the grand scheme of things, because Google is not playing in an empty field. This is an all-out battle for the future of AI.
And this chart, wow, it really lays out the challenge Google is facing. Right now, OpenAI's ChatGPT is the undisputed heavyweight champion, holding a staggering 81% of the market. And Google's Gemini? It's way down there at just under 3%. That's not just a gap, that's a canyon they need to cross. But, and this is a really big but, don't count them out. That small number doesn't tell the whole story. Google's growth is picking up speed, and fast. They're getting a huge boost from viral features, like the Nano Banana editing tool, that break out of the tech bubble and get everyone talking. These are the kinds of things that bring millions of new people into their world overnight. The momentum is definitely building.
And remember, it's not just a two-horse race. You've got OpenAI's GPT-5, which is the benchmark everyone is measured against. And then there's Anthropic's Claude 4.5 Sonnet, a serious specialist that's considered top of the line for coding. So the message is pretty clear. Gemini 3.0 can't just be good. It has to be better than a whole field of champions.
So all of this is setting the stage for one heck of a showdown in 2025. Let's take a look at the timeline and figure out what we should all be watching for as this whole thing heats up. The countdown is officially on. The new bar was just set in August when OpenAI released GPT-5. Now, everyone's circling a new date on the calendar, October 22nd, a date that was leaked from some internal documents as a possible announcement day for Gemini 3.0. It's all leading up to that final launch, which Pichai has promised will happen before the year is over. The pressure is absolutely on.
Now, when it finally does launch, we're expecting 2 different versions. It's a pretty smart, 2-pronged attack. You'll have the Pro model, the absolute powerhouse we've been talking about, built for the toughest jobs. But then you'll also have a Flash model, which is all about speed and efficiency for everyday tasks. It gives Google 2 different ways to grab a piece of the market.
So what do we get when you put this all together? We're talking enhanced multimodal skills. It can understand text, images, and audio all at once. We're talking real-time video processing. We're talking about much larger context windows so it can have longer and more complex conversations. In fact, people inside Google are calling this the single biggest advance since their legendary Brain and DeepMind teams joined forces. So there you have it. Google has unveiled its next champion, armed with a totally new way of thinking and some truly incredible creative skills. The competition is fierce, the timeline is set, and the race is well and truly on. The only question left now is, who's gonna win?
So the stage is set. The clock is ticking down to a final launch before the year's end. With a new way of thinking and breathtaking creative power, Google has unveiled its champion. The competition is fierce, the timeline is locked in, and the race for the future of AI is on. The only question left is who you're betting on.